it is your girl T Wealth. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to check out my latest videos and remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. In our last video on Data Talk with T Wealth series, we talked about top 10 data analytic tools in 2024. If you don't want to be caught unaware, please pause and catch up before moving forward. Knowing this tool can really help you stay ahead in the world of data analytics. If you're transitioning into data analytics or if you're already in the profession. But today we are taking a step back to basics and exploring the wonderful world of Excel. You might think of Excel as just a simple spreadsheet tool, but it's so much more. It's been around for ages and is one of the most widely used tools for organizing, analyzing, and visualizing data. Despite its age, Excel is still incredibly powerful. It can handle complex functions like data collaboration and integration, and making it an invaluable tool for professionals in all sorts of fields. I know some people find Excel intimidating because of its interface, but trust me, it's not as scary as it seems. With a little practice and patience, you'll be navigating Excel like a pro in no time. So let's jump right in. Excel is part of the Microsoft Office suite and features a grid layout of rows and columns where you can enter and manipulate data in individual cells. By rows and columns, we mean this is a row. I'm going to highlight that. And this is a column. And each of these is individual cells. And you can manipulate data in this individual cell and input data, manipulate data as well. Imagine the data I input is 1, 2, 3. I can manipulate the data by coming here, dragging down to get more data, or sum it to get the sum of it. When we look at the below the Excel sheet, we can see the average of the numbers we have there. We can see the count and the sum of all the numbers we have there. So Excel can do much more than that. You can use Excel for all sorts of tasks like recording sales transactions, tracking student scores, or even creating budgets and financial reports. And the best part, Excel built-in formulas and functions make it easy to perform calculations and analysis without having to do everything manually. The example of the Excel sheet we are looking at right now is a sales transaction. On the one where my cursor is right now, this is a sales transaction in a sales outlet. And we have to remember that, or we have to know that every sales transaction will have a date to be able to track when the transaction occur, and product ID, product name, unit quantity, unit price, and total price. The product ID is a unique ID that identifies each of the products. And the product name explains further what the product ID is. Imagine product one, we can say, okay, product one is maybe a phone, product two is a car, depending on what your product name is. Then unit quantity explains the quantity of products sold, and the unit price, the price of each product, and the total price is the product quantity sold multiplied by the unit price. Now, for us to be able to know the product, there should be something known as the product list. In every sales outlet, there's a product list that identifies the number of products sold in the sales outlet. Like this sales outlet, we have like 5 products being sold here, and we have 5 different unique product ID. The product one is fruit punch, product two lavender, product three crusader, product 4 Dunkin' Donuts, and product 5 bubble gum. And we have the unit price in front of it. If you're wondering how I created this, I'll quickly create this together with you so we can be able to recreate it ourselves. The first one is product ID, and the second column is product name. And the third column is unit price. We can easily highlight this by dragging our cursor down through the columns and coming to the borders and going to where we have all borders, click on it, and we have it all highlighted. And our product ID, we have just 5 product ID, which is 1 to 5. Since they are in serial order, we can easily just highlight 1 and 2 and drag it down, which will give us the rest of the product ID. And we have the product name, fruit punch, lavender, and the third one, crusader, the fourth one, Dunkin' Donut, and the fifth one, bubblegum. And what are the unit price of this? For fruit punch, we have 30. For lavender, we have 14. For crusader, we have 5. For Dunkin' Donut, we have 16. And for bubblegum, we have 3. So here, we are going to go back. We've already successfully created our product list. And the same way I created this product list, we can recreate the sales transaction sheet by creating this on this same sheet, the same way I created the product list, but ensure that we have our date, product ID, product name, unit quantity, unit price, and total price, and input your date. Depending on the format of your date settings on your system, your date settings, months might be coming before day or and before the year. Like here, the month is coming before the date, the day, and the last one we have is the year. So this is December 3rd, 2023. In some, depending on your location, you may have your month coming first, which will be 3rd of December 2023. That is fine. Just ensure that you input your dates correctly. And product ID. Let's assume that in all these dates, these are the product being sold. On the 3rd of December, I have 2023, I have product 3 sold, product 1 sold, and product 5. Then on the 15th of December, I have product 2 sold and product 4 sold. On the 20th of December, I only have product 4 sold. Then on the 22nd of December, I have product 2 sold, product 1 sold, and product 3. Then on the 23rd of December, I have just product 4 and 3 sold. On the 26th of December, I have just product 1 sold. And on the 27th, I have just product 1 sold, 28th product 1, 29th, I have product 2. On the 30th, I have product 3. And on the 31st, I have just product 5, product 2, and product 1 sold. Now I'm going to move on to product name. Instead of me inputting the product name individually, I can make use of one of the Excel functions known as Vlookup. And in order for me to do that, I just need to come in here, put in my equal to sign, then write Vlookup, open bracket, and the first value we can see here is the lookup value. What is the lookup value? The lookup value is the product ID. We are looking for the product ID 3. So we come here and click on it and put it a comma sign. And the next one is table array. From where am I looking for this product ID? I'm looking for it from here. So I'm going to drag it and highlight the whole table. So we have our table array, then comma, then the column index number. What is the column index number? Column index number means the position of what you're looking for. What we're looking for is product name. Where is it positioned? Is on the column 2 of the table. The product one is located on the first column, product name on the second column, and the unit price on the third column. So for the fact that the product name is located on the second column, we are going to write 2 and then comma. And the last one is the range lookup. The range lookup means, is it an approximate match? Is it that exact match? We are looking for the exact match, which means that we are going to end it by writing false and close the bracket. And there we have Crusader. Then there's something I would like to call our attention to. We've already make use of our VLOOKUP functions or formula, and we are able to see to get the right answer, which is Crusader, because by the time you look at it, product ID 3 is Crusader. When we come to the product list, we can say product ID 3 is Crusader. So dragging it down, I can bet you that we are going to have an error. I'm going to tell you why. Okay, the reason why we are having an error is that we didn't fix our table. So it's very important. Excel is, like I said, it looks as if it's very difficult, but it is easy. We just need to follow the necessary steps and procedure. So in order for us to be able to get it right when we drag it down, we're going to go back. We are going to fix our table. And in order for us to fix our table, we are expected to add the dollar sign. So we come to here, I'm going to input my dollar sign to fix my table. Then after, I'm going to ensure that I'm very careful when fixing my table. Another dollar sign. Can you see? I ensure that I input the dollar sign before O. Don't forget, the table is starting from the column O. So I fixed my dollar sign before and after O. Then we have 7 indicating the row 7. Then I'm going to move to the second column, which is Q. I'm going to fix that as well. I'll ensure that I have my dollar sign before Q and also after Q. So by doing that, I'll be able to fix the table. So when I'm dragging down my cursor to down the table, my table won't move. I've fixed it to that particular position, so there won't be any reason for it to move. It's very important. When we are working with Excel, we have to ensure that we follow all the important steps. And dollar sign is very important in an Excel, and it is the part of the cell reference before which it has to be that which it is used to anchor or fix a table. So now that we've done that, we can see that we still have our Crusader. There's no error in it. Then we'll drag it down. Voila. We have all our product name out without any error. Then we are going to go to the unit quantity. Okay, we know that Crusader was bought on the 3rd of December 2023. What's the quantity of the Crusader? Let's assume that 2 Crusader was bought. Let's move to French punch, maybe 3 French punch, 1 bubble gum, 2 lavender, 1 Dunkin' Donuts, 5 Dunkin' Donuts, 3 lavender, 1 fruit punch, 2 Crusader, 4 Dunkin' Donuts, 1 Crusader, 5 fruit punch, 1 fruit punch, 8 fruit punch, lavender, maybe like 2 lavender, 1 Crusader, 3 bubble gum, 1 lavender, and 2 fruit punch. So we have quantity column filled up, and we have our unit price. We know the unit price is already on the product list table. Instead of us imputing it one after the other again, we can also use of the VLOOKUP once again. So that will be our equal to sign. What are we looking for? We are looking for the unit price of the product ID 3. But before we input that, don't forget our VLOOKUP, open bracket. Then we are looking for the unit price of the product ID. Then our table array. Don't forget to fix your table by inputting the $sign. The $sign comes before and after the column ID. And the first column ID is O, and the second column ID is Q. Then comma. And what are we looking for? We are looking for the unit price. Where is the unit price located? On the third column. Because of that, we are going to write 3. And what are we looking for? Are we looking for the approximate match or the exact match? We are looking for the exact match, so we are going to input false and close the bracket. So the unit price is 5 for Crusader. Let's check it out on our product list. We can see we have 5 also here. And for that, we can go on and drag it down to get the unit price of all the product we have. We can cross-check it. We notice that we have exact the same thing. Now move on to the last thing I'm going to address today, how to get the total price. The most difficult that in all of it is we trying to look up for the details on the product list by making use of VLOOKUP. And since we've been able to address how to go about making use of the VLOOKUP, how to make use of the $sign to fix our table, then we can go on and learn how to derive our total price. In order for us to be able to get a total price, don't forget, for us to get the total price of the quantity sold, is for us to know the unit price and the unit quantity. And for us to be able to get that, we'll multiply it by each other. And for Crusader, 2 was sold and the price of 1 Crusader is 5. For us to get the price of 2 Crusader, we have to multiply 2 by 5. And for us to do this, we just come here, input our equal to sign, come here, our multiplication sign, and click on this. Then we input enter. We have 10 already. I'm going to go over it again. Equal to sign. Click on your unit quantity, which is 2. Input your multiplication sign and click on your unit price, which is 5. And you click on enter. That gives us 10. Then we'll drag it down to be able to get the value of the rest. That is it. So for the sales transaction of XYZ company for the month of December, we'll be able to accumulate the activity, the sales activities, by getting the product, how to get the product name through VLOOKUP, and how to derive the total price. In order for me not to bore you too much, or for me to really bombard you with a lot of information in today's video, I'm going to end today's video on this note. And next time, we are going to continue to be able to learn more about how to make use of an Excel in a very simple way and in a very easy way. So whether you're a salesperson crunching numbers or a teacher keeping track of grades, Excel has got you covered. It's a versatile tool that's essential for anyone working with data. So let's embrace it and dive in together. See you next week. And don't forget to like my video, share, and subscribe.